Hello and welcome to Keywords Cheat Getting Over Google Hummingbird Training Part 4. My name is Cyril Cheat Gupta, and in this video I will be talking about Google Hummingbird good SEO practices that will help you get ranked on Google Hummingbird and will help you maintain your rankings for a long time. So let's get started. I want to begin by making the point that Google is not your enemy. Regardless of all the people who have told you that Google is against you, that you need to fight Google to get ranked, or you need to find a backdoor, it's all lies. Google is not your enemy, it's your friend. It's the business that brings you visitors, which bring you revenue. It's the company, it's the tool that visitors use to find you on the internet. And without something like Google, it would be much more harder, much more costlier to be found on the internet, if possible at all. That's why I want you to change your SEO mindset. From today, consider Google your friend and find ways to get long-term SEO ranking on Google. So begin by finding out what rules Google has for content and SEO. Learn the rules. I've already given you some bad practices, and now I will be talking about some good practices. So learn what the good practices are, and once you know the rules, know that you can stretch them, that you can find a way to push them to the limit, but you must not break them. You must not do things which are bad for your rankings and for your business. You must not do things which are bad for the viewers or for the users of the website, which is Google. So use only those SEO techniques which are Google friendly and which will keep your rankings for a long time, because I want to repeat the point again. You are in the business for a long time. You will be investing money to get ranked, and you want to keep those rankings. So to keep them long time, follow only good SEO practices, which of course we'll see in this lesson. In all the years that I've been on the internet and I've been running websites on the internet, I found the biggest problem that website owners, that content marketers suffer from is short-sightedness. They don't have a long-term view about their content and about their websites. Frankly, it's harder and more expensive to undo bad SEO than it is to do good quality SEO in the first place. So that's why I want to tell you again, make sure all the content that you put on your website is good quality. It is written organically, your website is structured well, it's technically made well, so that you don't suffer bad consequences once a penalty like Panda or Penguin hits. So avoid quick fixes and magic pills that that claim to give you quick results and exponential growth. That doesn't happen, my friend. So these things will maybe give you some short results for a small time, but in the long view, they will get you only bad results. But here's one way you can use to grow fast, and that is go viral on the social web. Use the social media to spread the word and find innovative ways to do this. There are a number of successful experiments. You might have seen the studies or successful test cases in which people have taken their content to big audience through the social web by making it go viral. So target that if you want rapid growth, not the bad quality quick fixes. One of the most difficult jobs while doing SEO is of course selecting the right keywords, and typically a good SEO professional will invest a lot of time and effort to find the right keywords for his promotions, for his content. And here are some recommendations that I have for you for selecting the good keywords. The first one is, don't target keywords from an alphabetical list. Focus on semantics and on context. Now, targeting keywords from an alphabetical list was not a bad idea before Hummingbird, because Google was still a text database, and if you were in your niche, you could just take a list of keywords, maybe spanning 100, 200, 300 keywords, and just go serially through them. But now I don't think that's a good idea. What you need to do instead is identify your niche, identify the context in which you are building content, the audience that you're targeting, and write content with the audience in mind. Pick the keywords, but make sure they are contextually related to each other. Make sure that there is an organic flow of information and it's all connected. When you link other articles to your main article or your article in question, make sure there is a contextual connection. Make sure the linking is not random. Make sure you're not linking to non-topical content. All of these things are now more important. So select keywords that are directly related to your niche. They should be topical, they should be relevant. And start with the long tail keywords first. Now this is very important for somebody who has a new website or maybe a smaller website and who's just started targeting search engines, who still has to build up a reputation and a position online. Start with the long tail keywords. They are not searched so often, but there are many more long tail keywords in place than the big keywords. And by targeting the long tail keywords, you can bring yourself an assured audience which will fuel your website, because these people may give you the boost to get into the more competitive keywords. So make sure that you don't target the most competitive keywords right at the beginning. That's why you must analyze competition for keywords before targeting them. Sometimes you will find that even a very good keyword which is being searched a lot in Google will still have an amazing amount of low competition. The key is to look and find. If you find these keywords, target them and you will have results. One more trick that I use pretty often and which will definitely work for you if you use it too, is to target the future trends early. If there is an event which is going to happen in the future, maybe 4 months, maybe 6 months down the line, and you know about it, and you know then when it happens, it's going to be an important thing and people will be looking for the information connected to it, target it now. Because right now, it's a long tail keyword. You might be able to grab it pretty quickly if you prepare a good article on it. And when the event actually happens or when the event actually unfolds, you're going to get a massive amount of traffic from it. It has worked for me again and again. And the best thing is, every time you get good traffic from such an happening, you will be ranking better, your page rank will improve, and you will climb up higher and higher. And now here is some practical link building advice. The first one is stay in your niche, which means if you want links, you want to build links, get them from websites in your niche. Don't go all out hunting for links from any content, from any blog, whether or not related to your niche or your topic. That really is not a good thing to do anymore. That's why you should not pay professional link sellers to make links for you, because these guys will not care about the context. They will not care about the semantics of your content. They will build a link without awareness of the impact that it will have on you for long term, or without even caring for it. So don't pay the link farmers, don't pay blog networks, because these guys have already been proven not to work, especially after the Penguin update. And the last piece of advice that I have for you is, don't worry too much about building links. Build links, connect with people, talk on social media, question answer websites, make a community, be a part of a community, but don't really stress yourself to death about link building, because frankly, link building as a means of promoting your website is now not so effective anymore. Instead, focus on the content and you may get better results. This next bit is very interesting. How can you market to the search engines without marketing to them? The fact is, Google loves content that people love. So make the social web an important part of your marketing strategy. Social media is fueled by people, not by bots. All the love that you get on the social media is authenticated that it's from real people. And that's why search engines like Google really love to get the endorsement of social media for your content. If your content has the endorsement of social media, of the people who are on the social web, you will definitely get ranked much higher. That's why it should be very important for you to be on YouTube, Facebook, and now Google Plus, because that is the only network to which Google has full access to. So even if you feel that Google Plus has a limited audience, make sure that it's a part of your marketing strategy. Be on Google Plus, talk on Google Plus, and share on Google Plus. Of course, there's Twitter, and you have to be on Twitter too. Have a presence here, market yourself, connect with people, and spread the word about your website. You will find really amazing results, and your website will creep up the search engine rankings right in front of your eyes. Because the search engines keep a track of shares and likes and all the other social forms of endorsement on the internet whenever they can. And they might not tell you so, but they give a huge value to these recommendations. So make sure you exploit every opportunity that presents to be on the social web and to expand your audience on the social web.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and go to technicforce.com for more tools and training.